Hello, beauties. It's Kim. We have a short class today. We'll move a little bit quicker. You don't need any props, and we're going to dive right into it. So go ahead and find standing at the top of your mat. Before we do anything, find the feet. Lift and spread all of the toes. Ground through the base of the big toe, ground through the heel, lift the arches. Take all of the muscles of the legs and squeeze them to the bones. Lift up through the pelvic floor. Lift up through the deep low belly. Lift up through the crown of the head. Knit the ribs in. Let the arms fall by the sides. Slide the shoulder blades a little bit down and back, even as we knit the ribs in. We squeezed everything towards the bones. Hold it. And then keep this Tadasana shape, release, find some ease, close the eyes, one full breath in. Inhale completely. Exhale out the mouth. Let the eyes flutter open, step a little bit wide, just about 10 active squats, just to warm up a little bit. So angle the toes out slightly, weight evenly in the feet. Lift through the arches, root through the feet, and then bend. Sit bones can go back. They're roughly behind the knees. Keep lifting through the deep core. You're welcome to reach the arms in front or take them anywhere that works. Stand up. Bend, stand up. Think of pulling into the bend and pushing into the up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 more, a little lower, down a little lower, like Malasana, all the way up. Malasana, up. 3. Think pull down, push up. 2. Last one, down and up. Step the right foot in the middle of the mat, step the left foot wide so that we get this nice wide stance facing the long edge of the mat. Kick the right toes out at a 45, bend the right knee. So I will call this surfer's pose. I am not a surfer, but I always imagine we're surfing here. Nice deep bend in the right knee, straighten the right knee, kick the left heel in, nice deep bend in the left knee. Find the core, straighten, right bends, straighten, left bends, straighten. Again, arms can go anywhere, legs do the work, right straight, left straight. Let's dive into our flow. Right bend for surfers, spin onto the left toe, spin to the top of the mat, adjust the right foot, hands down, low lunge, left knee is up, pull the right hip back. High plank, step the right foot back, find nice strong palms, grip the earth, ground to the base of the pointer and the thumb, protract shoulders, engage core and legs. Now put the right forearm down. I will work, by the way, with the forearm parallel to the edge of the mat for a little more external rotation. If your shoulder is fighting that, simply put the forearm parallel to the short edge. So forearm down, side plank on the right. So shift the weight, lift the left arm up. Now left forearm down, come on the toes, lower the knees, pubic bone, tops of the feet, press into the forearms, pull the heart open, Sphinx pose. Tuck the toes, push up and back into a little V. For dolphin, walk the feet in closer for a tighter V, and you can bend the knees as much as you want here, knit the ribs in. From here, lift the left leg up, press into the hands to lift both elbows. Now step the left foot between the hands, open back a heart to make space, and then dial the right heel down, inhale up, warrior 2, deep bend in the left knee. Now kick the left toes in. You can hinge down, bend a little deeper, surfer's pose on the other side. Spin to the top of the mat, come up on the right toes, hands or fingertips down, low lunge. Within this, pull the left hip back. High plank, plant the hands, step the left foot back, strong fingers, strong legs, strong core, strong shoulders. Left forearm down. It can go parallel either to the long edge or the short edge. Fire left side body. Spin onto the left side of the foot. Pluck up that right hand, side plank on the forearm. Sphinx pose. So first, onto the toes, right forearm down. Now knees go down, unfurl the toes, pubic bone grounds, and we pull the heart open. Back of the head presses back. Retuck the toes, push up and back. Dolphin pose, walk the feet in a little closer. Again, feel free to bend the knees so that we can open through the shoulders. Lift the right leg up, push into the hands to lift the elbows, knit the ribs. Bend the right knee, gather in, open back of heart, step through low lunge. Inhale, spiral open, warrior two. All right, let's move quickly through that. If you get lost, don't even worry about it. Just do your best. Kick the right toes in, hinge forward, surfer's pose. Spin to the top of the mat, low lunge, high plank. Right forearm down, lift up, forearm side plank. Sphinx pose, forearm down, pubic bone down, tops of the feet down, pull the heart open. Dolphin, push up and back, walk the feet in. Lift the left leg, lift the elbows. Low lunge, left foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. Kick the left toes in a little. Hinge, surfers. Low lunge, top of mat, adjust feet and hips. Plant the hands, high plank. Left forearm down, side plank on the left. Sphinx pose, forearms down, pubic bone down, pull the heart open. Dolphin, hips up and back, walk the toes in, take a second, get a little extra space. Lift the right leg, lift the elbows. Right foot between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Surfers, hinge down, low lunge, top of mat, high plank, right forearm down, side plank on the forearm, stabilize. Sphinx pose, both forearms down, pubic bone down, pull open. Dolphin, up and back, walk the toes in. Lift the left leg, lift the elbows. Low lunge, foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. Kick the left toes in, hinge, surfers. Low lunge, top of mat. High plank, left forearm down, side plank, use the core and legs. Sphinx, forearms, pubic bone, then pull open. Dolphin, up and back, walk the toes in, find it. Lift the right leg, lift the elbows. Right foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. Surfers, bow. Low lunge, top of mat. High plank. Right forearm down, stabilize with the core, side plank. Forearms down, pubic bone down, pull open, sphinx. Dolphin, push up and back, walk the feet a little in, knit the ribs. Lift the left leg, lift the elbows. Low lunge, inhale, warrior two. Surfers, hinge. Low lunge, top of mat. High plank. Left forearm down, stabilize with the core, side plank. Forearms down, pubic bone down, pull open, sphinx. Dolphin, push up and back, walk the feet in, find it. Lift the right leg, lift the elbows. Right foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. Kick the right toes in, hinge, surfers. Low lunge, top of mat. High plank. Right forearm down, stabilize with the core and legs, side plank. Both forearms down, pubic bone down. Pull the heart open, sphinx. Dolphin, push up and back, walk the feet a little bit in, find it. Lift left leg, lift elbows. Step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. Surfers, hinge. Low lunge. High plank. Left forearm down, side plank, stabilize with the core. Forearms down, pubic bone down, pull open, sphinx. Dolphin, walk the toes in, find it. Lift the sit bones higher. Lift the right leg, lift the elbows. Low lunge, foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. Surfers, low lunge, high plank. Right forearm down, side plank. Forearms down, pubic bone down, sphinx. Dolphin, toes come a little bit in. Push the earth away, find it. Lift left leg, lift elbows. Foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. surfers, low lunge, high plank, left forearm down, use side body, use core, side plank. Both forearms down, pubic bone down, pull open. Dolphin, push up and back, tiptoe those toes in, push the earth away, knit the ribs, lift the right leg, lift the elbows, right foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. Surfers, low lunge, high plank, right forearm down, side plank. Both forearms, pull open sphinx. Dolphin, walk the toes in a little bit, take a moment. Lift the left leg, lift elbows. Left foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. Surfers. Low lunge. High plank. Left forearm down, side plank. Sphinx, so forearms, pubic bone down, pull open. Dolphin. Push up and back. Tiptoe the toes in, knit the ribs. Lift right leg, lift elbows. Step the right foot through. Inhale, warrior two. Surfers. Low lunge. Step the right foot back, right forearm down. Side plank, use the core, use side body. Lower down, open sphinx. Dolphin, walk the feet in a little bit. Find it, knit ribs and push. Lift left leg, lift elbows. Step the left foot through. Inhale, warrior two. Surfers. Low lunge. High plank. Left forearm down, side plank. Right forearm down, pubic bone down, pull open sphinx. Dolphin, tiptoe the feet a little closer in, push the earth away, you can always bend the knees. Lift right leg, lift two elbows. Step the right foot through, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Surfers, last time around. Low lunge, step high plank, right forearm down, side plank, find the core. Both forearms, pubic down bone, pull open sphinx. Dolphin, tiptoe those feet a little bit in, push earth away, knit ribs. Elbows up, left leg up, low lunge, warrior two. Surfers, low lunge, high plank, left forearm down, side plank, find the core. Forearms, pubic bone down, tops of the feet down, pull open. Sphinx, dolphin, tiptoe those feet in a little bit, lift the sit bones. Lift the right leg, lift elbows. Step right foot through, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten the right leg. Kick the right toes in into 45. Both heels in into 45. Bend both knees. Inhale. Exhale. Goddess pose. So find the weight in the feet here. Find the toes, the arches, the outside of the feet, the heels. Let them set you up so your legs work. Lengthen the tailbone down by lifting up through the deep core. Lift up through the pelvic floor. Let the rims knit in so that we allow the upper body to almost float by beginning to control and neutralize it. Let the breath slow. Interlace the hands like you're holding your own hands. Place them at the base of the spine, so down at the sacrum. Bend the elbows, and then magnetize the elbows towards each other behind you. So we begin to retract the shoulders. As you do that, re-knit the ribs, re-lengthen the tailbone. Sort of tuck the chin and pull it back like you've got some cute little double chins happening. And we're just breathing. These nice long holds will help us build strength. Let yourself commit to it. Let the breath slow. Begin to let the shoulders melt. Let the head float. Just be aware of the legs working. Be okay with it. Extend both knees. Walk the feet in just a little bit closer. We'll come down to sit on our butts so we can go through a malasana. If your hips allow, lowering down if you need to get the hands involved. No worries, butt down. So a little 90-90. Let's start by bringing the feet out in front of us, still wide. So we've got like a butt down malasana. Now drop both knees over to the right. If you need to adjust the feet a little bit in or out, that's okay. We'll end up off of the mat here. Yeah, don't worry about it. Adjust as you need for your own body as we move through. Begin by lifting the butt up, ideally no hands. Fire the glutes to press the hips forward. Now the right shin will stay on the earth and it can adjust a little bit as needed. Weight in the right shin, pluck up the left knee and then the whole left foot. So look at one thing and step the left foot off the mat so you make a little low lunge. Bend the left knee, fire the right glute to press the hips forward here and get a nice little stretch in the front of the right hip. Now send the sit bones back. Let's go back to where we began. Pluck up the left foot. Set the left shin down, lower the butt down, lift the knees, and windshield wiper them over to the other side. Adjust a little bit if you need. Lift the tush up, fire the glutes to press the hips. Now weight is in the left shin. Pick one thing to look at. First, pluck up the right knee, stabilize. Now pluck up the whole foot, step the right foot somewhere off the mat so you make your own low lunge shape, and you can adjust this left shin a little if you need. Fire the left glute as we bend the right knee. So we bend into this lunge and we push the hips by firing the glute to get that extra nice little stretch. Now shift the weight back. Pluck up the right foot, set the shin back down, lower the butt down. Let's move. Let's try 10 of these. That was just our starter one. So windshield wiper the knees to the right, lift the hips, push, step the left foot off for low lunge, lean into it and fire the glute. Step the left shin back, butt down, windshield wiper over to the left. You might start to walk off the mat here. Lift the hips, push. That's a push by firing the glutes. Plug up the right leg, step it off of the mat, find your low lunge, sink into it, but then fire the glute and lift up out of it. So simultaneous opposite actions. Step the right shin back, butt down, windshield wiper over to the right. Lift the butt, press the hips, left foot off the mat, low lunge with integrity. Step that left shin back, lower the hips down, windshield wiper over, lift, press the hips, step the right foot off, low lunge with integrity. Step the right shin back, hips down, windshield wiper to the right, lift the hips, press, step left foot off the mat, low lunge with integrity in action. Step the left shin back, lower, windshield wiper. Remember, if you don't have the mobility, this is going to be harder. Just work with it. Lift and press. Right foot off the mat. Low lunge with integrity. Step the right shin back. Lower the hips. Windshield wiper to the right. Lift the hips. Press. Left foot off the mat. Low lunge with integrity. Step the left shin back. Lower the hips. Windshield wiper left. Lift the hips. Press. Right foot off the mat. Low lunge with integrity. Step the right shin back. Lower. Windshield wiper, lift and press, left foot off the mat, low lunge with integrity. Left shin back, lower hips, windshield wiper, lift hips, press, right foot off the mat, low lunge with integrity. Step the right shin back, keep control, butt down, windshield wiper, lift the hips, press, left foot off the mat, low lunge with integrity. Left shin back, butt down, windshield wiper, lift up, press, right shin off the mat, low lunge with integrity. Step the right shin back, lower down, windshield wiper, lift and press, left foot off the mat, low lunge with integrity. You may not even be on your mat anymore, that's fine. Left shin back, butt down, windshield wiper, lift and press, right foot off, low lunge with integrity. Right shin back, butt down, windshield wiper, lift and press hips, left foot off the mat, low lunge with integrity. Step the right shin back, butt down, windshield wiper, lift the hips, press, right foot off the mat, low lunge with integrity. Last one, you guys. Right shin back, butt down, full cycle, windshield wiper, lift hips and press. Step the left foot off the mat, low lunge with integrity. Left shin back, butt down, windshield wiper, lift and press hips, Right foot off the mat, low lunge with integrity. And then come back, right shin down. Lower the butt. Bring the knees to center. Tent the fingers, adjust yourself. Wrap the elbows behind you so we retract shoulders and lift the heart a little bit. And then just windshield wiper the knees side to side a couple of times. And let the legs extend. Little wide-legged forward fold. If you do need to sit on something, I should have told you. Grab a pillow, a blanket, a block. Something that helps you get the sit bones behind you so that we can lengthen up. And you can tent the fingertips behind you and stay here. Toes can be pointed or flexed. You can play with that. If you want, the hands can come in front of you if we keep that lift. And if you want, we can start to hinge forward. Again, just to hold. Arms, if you're hinging, can go in front of you. They can go wide. They can stay on the hips. Whatever works in your body. Slow the breath. Begin to bring more attention to the physical body, hollowing out the core a little bit, both to engage and protect, but also to encourage our bodies deeper into this by moving from the center. Pay attention to where the hips are in the sockets, to how the low back feels. Breathe into all of that. If you hinge forward, lift or roll your way up. Everybody grab sort of under the knees, a little bit above them on the back of the legs, just to help yourself rebend. Take a little bit of movement if you need it. And let's find our way into a forearm plank. So turn around, so we're on the long edge of our mat. And before we dive all the way in, let's just find a little sphinx. So we know this, tops of the feet on the ground, pubic bone down, legs fire. Even lift the kneecaps. Roughly elbows under shoulders. It's okay if they're a little further forward than that. Hands go down. Plant the hands in the palms as best you can. If your body is struggling, bring the hands a little closer together. Push into them, forearms, hands, elbows. Isometrically pull them towards you to slide the shoulder blades down and back. Press the pubic bone down and let the heart elevate. Lower down onto the belly. Tent the fingers by the chest, forehead on the mat. Magnetize the elbows, so the elbows are up in the air facing the ceiling. Magnetize them towards each other so we retract. Press the pubic bone down again, strong legs. Now pluck up head, neck, shoulders, and hands. Really pull the shoulders towards each other. Keep growing roots through the pubic bone here. And then release back towards our sphinx, and here's where we'll find our way into forearm plank. I will have the hands split. Again, I will be working with these side planks with the forearm parallel to the long edge of the mat. If that's not working in your body, you can take the hands parallel to the top edge of the mat. And you can go from a forearm plank. We won't be holding it super long, but you could always take it with prayer hands and then adjust as we move along. It may just take you a little longer. That's fine. Tuck the toes, lift up, push the earth away, integrate ribs and core. Try to press into the whole forearm all the way from the wrist down towards the elbow. Now shift the weight into the left forearm, roll over onto the left side of the feet, stack the legs for our side plank. Pluck up the right hand. You can set it on the hip, you can set it on the low belly if you need help engaging. Think about the left side body. Push to lift the hips higher. And then release just a bit. Push, lift higher. Release a little. Push, lift higher. Release, push, lift higher. Release a little. Push, lift higher. Last one. Push, lift higher. Hold up. Right hand lifts. Keep the whole torso facing the side wall, or if there's not a wall, your imaginary wall, so it doesn't turn, but give yourself a little hug. Lift the right arm up. Hug yourself, legs work, lift the right arm up, hug yourself, lift the right arm up, hug yourself. Keep pushing the earth away, lift the right arm up, hug yourself. Now we'll bring a twist in. Lift the right arm up, really push the earth away, and then as you hug yourself, start to rotate the heart to face the earth. Lift the heart, lift the arm. Go ahead and bend the right elbow, lift the heart, retract right shoulder. Come to center. Now hug yourself, rotate to face the floor. We just have 5 of these. Come to center, retract, lift the heart up. Come to center, hug yourself, face the floor. Come to center, and then retract, lift the heart up. This can be subtle. Come to center, face the floor, hug yourself. Come to center, retract, lift the heart. We just have 1 more. Come to center, face the floor, hug yourself, really push up out of that shoulder. Come to center, retract, lift the heart up. Good. And then come to center, just the right fingertips down, lower the right hip down. You can bend your knees to do so. You can walk this left forearm a little further away, so that we have contact with the left hip and we lift the left shoulder up towards the ceiling and engage the right side body just for a little side stretch here. If you want to extend that left elbow, that's fine. Just a couple of breaths here. Releasing back down. We'll find our forearm plank. So set yourself up, tuck the toes, pluck up the hips, fire through the core, through the legs, lift through the back of the heart. Now shift the weight into the right forearm, shift over, forearm plank on the right. Take your time. Get this left hand anywhere it wants to go. You can even keep fingertips on the earth if that helps, or a hand on the hip or the low belly. Now, push, using the right side body, push to lift up out of the shoulder and lift the hips a little higher. And then release just a little. Push to lift, release a little. Push, small release, push, small release, push, small release. Last one, push, small release. Now push to hold, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. This is neutral. Now without moving anything else, just hug yourself. Lift the left arm up. Hug yourself with the left arm. Lift it up. Hug yourself. Lift it up. Legs are still working. Hug yourself. Lift it up. Hug yourself. Last one like this. Lift it up. Hug yourself. Core still works. Now lift that left arm. Lift up out of the right shoulder. Now as you hug yourself, rotate the heart to face the floor. Lift up to neutral. Now bend the left elbow, retract the shoulder, lift the heart up towards the ceiling-ish a bit. Come to center, hug yourself as we rotate to face the floor. Find center, retract, lift the heart. Find center, hug, face the floor. Find center, retract, small lift to the heart. Find center, hug, face the floor. Find center, retract, small lift to the heart. Last one, you guys. Center, hug, face the floor, lift up out of the shoulder. Center, retract, lift the heart. Good. Center, left hand down, bend the knees to get the hips down. And you can shimmy this right forearm a little further away, and we'll get that nice lengthening in the right side body by engaging a little bit the left side body for a curve and lifting the right shoulder up. Of course, the head and neck goes along with that. If you want to lift the right elbow, that's fine. Whatever feels good, breathe into the right side body. Release, spin back around to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, lift the sit bones. We'll move towards a child's pose, but it won't be a traditional one. Let's get the sit bones back towards the heels. Bend the elbows and bring them out in front of you. And you can even lift the butt a little bit to walk them a little more forward. Press the palms together. Now, as we sink the butt down towards the heels for our child's pose, we press a little into the elbows and we let them get almost stuck to the mat so that as we sink down, they kind of create a little extra length. They may need to drag towards you a little bit, but get as much length as you can in the armpits. And you can just bend the elbows as much as is comfortable. Breathing here into the back body, into the back of the hips. Keeping this general shape, let's sit up on our shins, rolling your way up. Hands can be at the nape of the neck if that works. If that doesn't, lift them up a little bit, palms or together, elbows or high. Now knit the ribs in, stabilize through the core, lift the elbows up just as high as they'll go without back bending. So integrate and lift only elbows. Bring the forearms to the mat in front of you. A dolphin pose to hold. I will not cue anything extra here. If you want to work dolphin push-ups, if you want to work an inversion, feel free to. You can pause the video. This is our last bit of effort before we cool down. So elbows about under the shoulders, maybe hands stay at prayer, maybe they split and palms go down. Press evenly, lift the hips, knit the ribs, even cat the spine a little bit, tuck the toes, press the sit bones up and back. Now lower the knees, magnetize so we got that idea. From here, knees down, magnetize the inner elbows towards each other. So we use the pecs to squeeze the inner elbows towards each other. As we do that, push the forearms into the earth, lift the sit bones up and back, and we push the earth away. And we will just breathe here unless you are choosing something else. Head is off of the earth. It's okay to have a bend in the knees as we send the sit bones up and back and integrate the ribs. And we breathe. This shape takes so much shoulder strength and so much shoulder openness. Let yourself be okay with that. We stay active, but we slow the breath even as we stay active. Just a couple more breaths here. Maybe allowing the shoulders to open a little bit more. And then lowering the knees back down. Untuck the toes, child's pose for a breath. Roll your way up to seated on the shins. Slow, 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 slow. Let the head be last. I will cue all of this from the shins. If you would like to find a different seat, that is no problem. Take the right hand, bring it out to the side, turn the thumb down, and bend the elbow and just set the back of the right hand on the base of the spine. And from here, knit that shoulder into the back body. Integrate it into self so that we open through the front of the shoulder. That's important. Now if the hand wants to slide further up the back, that's okay too. Whatever feels good. Still integrate the ribs. And now you can drop the left ear over towards the left shoulder. Now once you got that, take it from the bottom and just do a small checklist. Make sure that we're integrating in the low belly some. We're integrating the ribs. We're integrating the shoulder. And then we just let the left ear drop over and we breathe space into the right delt, the right side of the neck. Maybe the trap a little. If you want to play with the gaze, you can start to look over to the left a little. See if that shifts what's happening. Again, lengthening the breath. Now unfurl the right arm, lift it overhead, palm towards center, bend the elbow here, knit the rib in, retract shoulder, bring the left fingers down to the earth, and let's find a nice little side bend. And then from here, shift around a little bit. Don't just go straight in and get stuck in your habits. So if you tend to round forward, maybe you open up. If you tend to back bend, maybe you integrate the ribs a little bit more. Maybe you play with where the gaze is. And you just breathe into this whole right armpit, right side body, keeping evenly grounded through both sit bones if you can. And then lift your way back up to center. Right hand comes down. Just take a full breath. Notice the difference between the shoulders. Left hand comes out to the side. Turn the thumb down. Bend the elbow, back of the hand to the base of the spine. This can be enough. Retract the left shoulder. From here, you're welcome to drop the right ear over to the right shoulder. You may choose to walk the left hand further up the spine, but again, there's not a goal here. We're just exploring, trying to find openness. So I suppose the goal is awareness and openness. Do your little checklist. So feet, sit bones, integrate through the core, integrate through the ribs, knit that left shoulder blade in. You can play with the gaze if you want. Maybe you look a little more over towards the right. We lengthen the breath. Breathe into the left shoulder, the left side of the neck. We might be hitting the delts here or the upper traps. Maybe even levator scap a little. One more full breath here. Unfurl the left arm, lift it overhead, palm faces towards your center line, and then bend the elbow here. Back of the hand might go to the back of the head or neck or the shoulder blade. Same concepts. Lift that elbow up, integrate core, ribs, and then we can sprinkle the right hand to the earth and find a little side bend here. Still working to keep the weight even in the sit bones. And finding ease in the shoulder, breathing space into the side body. Again, don't go directly into your habits and get stuck. You might play with the positioning of the ribs or the gaze to open into something new. One more full breath. And then lift your way back up. Unfurl the arm. Close the eyes if you haven't. Just take a moment. Let's find 4 rounds of box breath and then we'll close out class. I'll put you in Savasana and leave you there. So I'll use a 4 count. You can use a different count. Inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. Remember, our breath is just important as the physical action, so don't cheat yourself if you can. from your comfortable seat. Let's take a breath together, just a regular one. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Begin. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 4. Hold. 4. Out. 4. Hold. 4. In. 4. Hold. 4. Out. 4. Hold. 4. In. 4. Hold. 4. Out. 4. Hold. 4. Let the breath return to normal. Please feel welcome to stay here for your own seated meditation, which you can follow with the Savasana. Or, if you'd like, simply let the hips drop to one side. Unfurl yourself onto the back body. Finding the leg position that feels good on the back. Setting up the upper body, lengthening through the neck, especially the back of the neck. And surrendering into your Savasana. Again, whatever you've chosen, meditation first or straight into Shavasana, give yourself at least a couple of minutes here. To simply be. Thank you all so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to join me and to do something good for yourself. Peace for the body, peace for the mind, and peace for the spirit.